Hi, Sarah here with a layout process video for UK Scrap Addicts. This month we are focusing on black and white photos and how to use them on our layout. I personally love using black and white photos because that opens up lots and lots of colour combinations and rainbow colours, etc., which I do love to use. I also think that black and white photos work really well with a black background on a layout also. So for this layout I have chosen some papers by Chamel, the Little U, I think it was, Little U collection, and oh no, Little by Little, sorry. And I have die cut some hearts and I'm just painting them with my pearlescent watercolours in colours that match the colours within the papers, which are pastels in lilacs and pinks, yellows, greens and blues, and I leave them to one side to dry. I do end up not using them, but I do have them to one side, so I'll use them in another project instead. I decided that they would work better with a white black background, and I really wanted to use a black background for this particular layout. So I first of all cut down my photo, but then add a small white border just to help my photograph pop off the page so it doesn't get lost with all the layers of colours. I then take about, I think it's 4 layers of paper and just add block colours in yellow and then some pattern colours and some pinks, and just add a really thin border of each onto the back of my photo. Apologies for my voice, I'm getting over a chest infection, so I am a little rough today. So here I've just added some lilac paper. I'm then going to add a layer of this nice patterned feathered paper, and then the final layer I add is a nice pink paper which has some cute little hearts on it. And once I've layered all these up, that is my paper cluster done. I decided to go with just a neat small cluster of papers behind it because my background is going to be quite busy, so I just wanted some pops of the colours that I will be using on my background just to help it all draw in together. So that is my photo part done. So all my hearts are dry now, and I do spend a little, well, almost dry, I think some of them are a bit wet there. I do shuffle them around my page a little bit, and I do and ah over whether to use them. I do think they look quite nice, but then I have another idea where I just grab a pencil and outline the hearts. I choose 5 different sizes and just have them going up the page, and I'm just drawing around them with a pencil there. And then I grab a load of sequins. So I decide that one isn't far enough out, it will end up just being hidden, and I want those 3 at the bottom to peek out from behind the photo. So I've just put some markers in there so I know whereabouts my photograph is going to be. I go through my stash of sequins and I grab some by Lucy's Cards, which I'll leave a link to. It's a UK shop, so you can get a £1, I think it's £1 delivery on these, which is really good. I've also got a few little pots of Doodlebug design ones as well, so I've got them in blue, green, yellow, pink and purple, so it's kind of going in a bit of a rainbow up the page. And as you can see here, I'm just adding them around the outside of the heart. I use the pencil as a guide and I just add a thin line of glossy accents, and I'm just adding my sequins on top. Normally I would use a fine liner applicator bottle with multi-mix medium in matte because it just doesn't show up at all once it's dried, whereas glossy accent obviously is glossy, but I haven't got any left, so I had to make do. So now I'm just adding a little bit of foam to the back of my photo so that it sits flat on top of those sequins and doesn't catch on them, and one or two do pop off, but I just glue them back down. It's just where the adhesive had dried before I'd got to that part of the heart. And now I've decided to add some sparkly hearts, so I've punched them out in 3 different sizes and I just move them around my page. I do decide to put them inside the sequin hearts and then add some extra smaller ones all around the edge. So now I'm just adding a little dab of glue and securing all of those in place and checking that they're not going to fall off. So I move my photo to one side because now I'm going to add lots and lots of splashes of different colours. I use Heidi Swap Colour Shine in white, in teal, I think it is, yep, in teal, in pink and in butter. I also use a Shimmers Vibes in Jenny B blue, which I've had for years, but it was just the right colour blue to go with my heart at the bottom. And with the Colour Shine, when you put it on black cardstock, the colour that it ends up being is sometimes slightly different than on white cardstock. So the best way to sort of see what colour it's going to be is look at the residue in the bottom, because it's the shiny bit that pops off the page most with the Colour Shine on black. So the sheeny bit in the bottom is the colour it ends up. So for instance, the sheeniness in the bottom of the teal one is a little bit more green than the blue that you get when it's on white cardstock. So that matched the green sequins, and then I used the blue Vibes ink to do the blue splatters to match that colour. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm just adding some thickers here. I've just got this cute little phrase thicker that says beautiful in a nice chunky scripty font. I'm just adding that below my photo, and because I've used a white thicker and then I've also got pops of white within the photo and the papers, I add some white glittery hearts just to finish it off. And of course there is also white Heidi Swap Colour Shine in amongst all the splatters of the page too. And I believe that is me done. So thanks for joining me today. Do go over to the blog, check out everyone else's posts and all the other videos this month. Thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from us. Have a great day everyone. Bye.